73-9. What was leading up? We'll talk about the finals later. What was it up? I mean, you guys were on a pace early on. What was the energy like around every single game?
Oh, man, it was special. That was a special season. We didn't finish the job, but that's a season I'll never forget, man. I remember at one point, we were 50-5 at one point. I'm
That's crazy.
This is nuts. We were in Indiana, and Rick Carl said it was like when the Rolling Stones come to town, you know. I was like, that's hilarious. More like Bone Thugs and Harmony, because, you know, I'm a 90s baby. But yeah, Rick, we know you old. I was playing
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That was the best. That was a special year, man. Every game was just
right.
Crazy. Like the team wanted to beat us so bad. We're getting hate from the old heads, like, oh, this team will get smacked by the Bulls, and like, we know, all right. We're just doing our job.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I've come to also realize like it comes from a good place. We're all just competitive, and I'm definitely in 20 years not gonna be like these guys are the best now. I'll be like, nah, 2010s are the best. Let me tell you.
Game 6 in the Western Conference Finals that year against the Thunder.
Oh my
Down
goodness.
3-2 on the road, 41-11. Excuse me, 41 points, 11 for 18 from the three-point line. You guys come back and win that series. Game 6, Klay. Talk to us about who he is.
That's the beginning of Game 6, Klay.
That was the beginning. Man, that was, I just, you know, we had obviously everything working against us. Like, oh, look at these failures. They're about to blow the best season of all time. So I just thought in my mind, like, man, you got to empty the clip. Like, we can't go back to the Bay with
no bullets.
With 11 field goal attempts. What are we doing here? So I remember coming out the gate early that game, and it felt good. Everything was in rhythm, and it just happened to be one of those nights, man. I barely remember the moments, honestly, but you watch the footage and be like, I can't believe I shot that shot.
Shit went in.
And it went in, like, a lot of them. I'm like, dang.
He said a lot of them.
Yeah,
that's damn right.
They had some nice rims out there in OKC.
They do. They nice and bouncy.
Yeah.
But that was special, man. Still a special team. We didn't finish the job, but that was such a special season. I hold that record still dear in my heart, man.
You should.
Yeah.
So you get to the finals against Bron.
Again,
yeah.
Round 2. What's the game plan? Obviously, you knowing what he did kind of single-handedly, with all due respect, the first time. Second time around, what's your guys' game plan approaching him in the finals this time?
Oh, man. You say, like, oh, I'll make the others beat us, but then, like, Bron and Kyrie get going, and then you overhelp, and J.R. Smith can shoot, Kevin Love can shoot, James Domes can, all their role players could really shoot. So it was actually a great matchup, like, personnel-wise for both teams. You could see there was a new era of hoops being played, like no traditional center. It's all very guard heavy. LeBron's really a guard, and gosh, so exhausting. I'm so grateful for Andrew. I'm just thinking, like, having to chase Kyrie around those 7 games was exhausting, man.
Well, I bet that's what people don't realize. Like, you were the one that always took the best player on the other team, whether that be Dame, Kyrie, but we're still able to do it on the other end, too.
Yeah, my idols who played 2 guard did the same thing, whether it was Mike, Kobe, D. Wade, the greatest to ever do it. Even AI led the league in steals. Like, the best players who play shooting guard play both sides of the ball. I mean, it could go way back to Albert Robinson. He won DPOY, like, doing that. That's a beast mode. But, yeah, man, that was a tough series. Man. That's the other biggest regret I have in my basketball career, besides getting busted for the weed, was switching that pick and roll with Steph, with JR and Kyrie. I still can't, like, I can't bring myself to watch that footage. It's too uncomfortable, you know? If you watch yourself, you know, I can't believe I just gave him that switch.
That was a big shot.
Now Kyrie got one of the greatest shots in NBA history, and Steph's a great defender too, but I'm just like, man, I can't believe I conceded that switch. It still burns. You never get over things like that.
But that was the game plan, though, at the time, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, when I look at the footage, I'm like, that was a pretty weak screen by JR. I could have got through.
Okay, yeah. Like, but just say you don't. Yeah. And both of y'all go and you get a wide open 3. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
you got to do it.
Wide open pick and pop from JR. Kyrie with his tough.
A contested 3, you got to take that one.
Yeah, you got to take it. That was a dagger.
Thoughts when Draymond gets suspended?
I knew we still had a chance. Like, it would be so much harder. You know how it is. Draymond's our heart and soul.
Did you think he deserved it to get kicked out?
No,
honestly.
I didn't at the time.
Yeah.
I thought he got stepped over.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, he was defending him. So what happens when you're supposed to just do this, and someone steps over
Everybody ain't T. Lou.
Oh, here you go.
I'm just saying, T. Lou took it.
Leave Ty out of it.
Hey, I stepped over him after a wet throw dollar to the face, and he just took. He just looked up like this.
I know, for Ty, but at least he was there checking him, man.
Right. That's my boy.
Have balls to check him like that.
Yeah.
But man, that we can still do it with out Dre, but it would just be so incredibly difficult. Ironically, the game Draymond's out, both Braun and Kyrie go for 40.
Yeah.
First time ever they go in the finals, they go for 40 apiece. I'm like, could have used Draymond back there. Yeah.